Okay, yesterday we talked about how an ode is a celebration of a subject, and in this case, we're looking at Pablo's tennis shoes. And what I asked you guys to do yesterday was sort of underline what you thought was figurative language. Okay, some of these things you should have already underlined yesterday. We talked about looking for types of figurative language, and what it does is it makes the writing much more interesting, and it should let you see a comparison, because in this line over here, I'm starting on the second stanza, his shoes, twin pets that snuggle his toes, are being compared. The type of comparison is a metaphor. So what I'm going to do right quick, and I'm writing with a mouse, so don't judge me, is I'm going to put an M right there. That doesn't look like an M. Hang on. An M for metaphor. Right there, and a metaphor is a comparison between two unlike things without using like or as. He's saying the shoes are twin pets that snuggle his toes. All right. Then, in the third stanza, over here I have it underlined in yellow, we're looking at 100 times in one day. That's actually a hyperbole, because I don't know about you, but I don't count how many times I need to get a drink of water in one day, and I'm actually writing it all out. It looks like hyperbole. Whew. Mouse writing is hard. Okay, and then the last little section, which I believe we noticed yesterday, was cloth like a sail, rubber like a lifeboat on a rough sea. That is a simile, so I'm going to put an S for simile, so y'all don't have to watch me write out the whole word. And notice the difference between the comparison here and the comparison here. Here we have the word like. We're saying the cloth is like a sail instead of the cloth is a sail. Now I want to focus on what I boxed in blue. Right here. I want you to look at the extended metaphor in which we are comparing Pablo to his shoes, because it says Pablo is tired. But I can tell you, so are his shoes. He needs to rest and cool off. He sinks into his mattress, which you kind of can't sink when you're in a mattress. You sink when you're in water, so that's a type of personification, kind of, which we're giving it a trait that it doesn't normally have. But Pablo's tired. He needs his 8 hours of sleep to rest and cool off, and he cools his shoes, the tongues hanging out. I want to point out one more cool thing that happens, and I'm going to use a different color. If you look above the similes, there's a spot that says it takes water to make him go and his shoes to get him there. Notice there is missing right here. That cool thing is called enjambment, because the poet wants you to feel the rush of him moving onward, so we enjam the lines so that they are more squished together. There were some sticky note questions about the part in parentheses about dirt rolling from his palms. And I don't know why that just moved. That's really great. Okay. Dirt rolls from his palms. Blades of grass tumble from his hair. You guys have played football before. You know that when you leap for a football and you have to roll around in the dirt, you get dirty. But what Pablo didn't do is bathe to wash all that dirt off of his skin and out of his hair. It's to emphasize that he wants to be like his shoes. And I'm just circling it so I can kind of connect those two things, because it takes Pablo's shoes to be Pablo in this instance. You have just a minute to put your poem up where it goes in a safe spot, and you're going to move to whole group, but you're actually going to sit where you can see this smart board today. Thanks.